you've probably heard recently, Volkswagen's been having some issues with its diesel products in America and now throughout the world. And I thought I'd give an owner's perspective of the whole situation and, you know, how I see this. I have a 2011 Volkswagen Jetta TDI sedan. I have the DSG gearbox. I got this used with 39,000 miles on it. I now have 55,000 miles on it. And in that time, it's been very reliable. The only issue I ever had, I had a sensor go out on a glow plug. That was $400. Other than that, it's been perfectly good to me. And when this issue first started, I was kind of, you know, worried, as most people would be, what's going to happen, especially the resale values of the car, because one of the main reasons to get the diesel in the beginning was not only the fuel economy and torque, but it'll have much higher resale value. Now, that's uncertain. So I started looking around and, you know, what do I do? It's unfolded a lot more in the last few days. Today's Wednesday, September 22nd, I believe, and this all kind of came out last Friday. About an hour before making this, I read online that the CEO of Volkswagen has resigned. So that'll be interesting. I read previously that the CEO of Porsche was supposed to take over, but we'll see how that unfolds. And yeah, as an owner, I don't know. First I thought, oh, well, what else is out there? You know, where's the nearest Fiesta ST? Those are kind of hard to find. And I was looking around at, you know, vehicles of, you know, similar value that I could trade this in for, and I realized there's nothing else that I'd really rather have for this price. I'd rather have this with the, you know, wagon with the manual, but other than that, that's really it. So I decided to stick with this car, and also living in a state where we don't have emissions tests annually, North Carolina. Do we have to get this update, this recall, that whatever they're supposed to do that'll, you know, allegedly reduce performance and fuel economy? We don't have to be emissions tested, so is this even going to affect anyone? You know, what do I want Volkswagen? I mean, I'd like some sort of, you know, retribution, whether that be extended warranty. Extended warranty would probably be my pick if there was anything, because everyone knows, you know, Volkswagen start to get close to 100,000 miles, there's going to be issues. That would be nice. Also, possibly some kind of, you know, money to compensate for the resale value, because that's, you know, this car was substantially more expensive than, you know, same year and, you know, equipment, petrol-powered Jetta. So, you know, there needs to be something to compensate owners, but for the time being, I'm still just enjoying this car. It has plenty of torque. Of course, it's a diesel. That's what makes it fun, and, you know, you can take it on a winding road, and it's not a Miata, but it's not bad. You can have fun in this, and I've gone on, you know, a few road trips over the last year and a half that I've had the car, and averaging between 53 to 56 miles per gallon on the highway, doing 70 to 75 with multiple people in the car and the air conditioning running. You know, that's really good, and there's nothing else that can really match that also matches the driving experience. You know, I mean, you can look at other diesels. There's 328i diesel, or 328D, excuse me. That's more expensive. It's not really a question. There's the Cruise diesel. You can only get it with a torque converted automatic. That's not really, I don't know. There's not much else out there. You know, there's hybrids. The Honda CRZ with manual, but that, you know, it's kind of small. Prius, but, you know, that could match this in mileage, not on the highway. It would do better in the city, probably a little bit better overall, but as someone said on Jalopnik. You know, for now I'm happy with this car. It's been good to me. I enjoy it. You know, I'm happy with it. And also, the whole, you know, what do I feel about the government fines and all the, you know, this $18 billion is the number they keep throwing out there. You know, because that's $37.5 fine per car times, you know, 482,000. I mean, I don't know. It seems a bit harsh compared to, you know, GM's fine, which is under $1 billion, and 200 people died from that. You know, and no one's. I mean, I'm sure it's affecting people somewhat, but these are still a very small percentage of the cars on the road. So, you know, how much is this really affecting public health? I don't know. They'll have to do studies on that and see, you know, if they can actually. They can't really prove anything tied back to a specific car, but, you know, at the same time, these aren't blowing out black smoke like the old diesels. They don't really smell that much from the back, and, you know, I don't know that. And they've said they've set aside, was it around 6 billion euros, I believe, something like that, for hopefully going into compensating customers or doing some kind of a fix. What I'd really like to see is, you know, maybe some alternative to just a software update that reduces the power. If, you know, if I could pay and have the whole urea system installed, I'd do that, because, you know, you can get rid of the emissions and then still have the power and the performance without, you know, having to sacrifice all of that with the software update. So that's what I'd like to do. And I wouldn't mind paying towards that. Hopefully they would cover it completely, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. And then now they've come out with 11 million cars, not just the American cars affected, it's all the other ones. Of course, it might not necessarily be breaking laws in some countries, so, I mean, we'll have to wait and see how this all unfolds, but, and I'll create another update video, but for now, that's my, you know, perspective of this whole situation as an owner of a Volkswagen diesel. And for now, I'm just going to continue to enjoy my car because it's been good to me so far, and